Step 1. Cover yourself in bees. Step 2. Wait for it to honey. Step 3. By all known laws of aviation, you should be able to fly. That was an exchange on Twitter, and I just had to quote it while I wait for this video to load up. Pastorino. Space Channel 5 prototype. Neat. I've never played that game, but prototypes are always interesting. He says while streaming one. Previously on Star Fox Adventures, we did the bike race and got the SpellStone, but actually didn't get the SpellStone, and then we tried to do the bike race again and again and again, and nothing worked, because the game had a nasty case of 2020-itis, I guess. Fortunately, I have found a way to give myself the SpellStone, so now that I've done that, I'm going to fly up here and head back to the beginning of the area, or actually let's go talk to the Queen. See if that triggers the next scene, and if not, then I'm just going to go ahead. Okay, she's still not saying anything. So I'm just going to fly back to the hollow, and hopefully this game will just advance to the next part. If not, I can probably convince it to. This might take a little more flying around. Whoa there, son. Whoa there, Game Freeze. He insists on snapping to the ledge. That's fun. There. I'm in. Now I have to get out. These doors just don't want to open. Screw the rules of physics. I have money, and also I have something that actually relates to that. The money is relevant. I think there's an invisible wall here. The game doesn't feel like cooperating very much. But we have ways of making you function. Back to this memory address. Restore that. And where is that? Cloud Runner 6.3. Place 0.6.3. Enter. That's not the game. That's code. And warp. There we go. Now, maybe if I run over here... Excuse me. Whatever. If I run over here... It sure does seem like it reset the entire level. That's pretty strange. Well, is the switch still there? Do I have to reveal it again? Okay. Fox is turning into crystal, apparently. Feeling a little blue. Yeah, it's a very original joke. Also notice I now have a SpellStone and a Spirit, and the HUD actually displays that properly and actually moves one over to make room. The final version does the same thing. As far as I know, it's not possible to actually have both at once, so that's pretty odd. I have not documented that because I'm not certain that it's impossible, but I'm pretty sure it's impossible. Let's just do this. Some rings are supposed to appear now, but they don't. The game's a little mixed up as to what part I'm actually at. The way this game is programmed is a bit unlike some games. Paper Mario, for example, would be the polar opposite of this game's program design, where everything is just a chapter, and if you skip to a later area in the game, then everything just changes to the state that it would be when you normally reach that area. Whereas in this game, everything is independent flags, so skipping things doesn't actually advance anything. But since I can set those flags manually, now if only I could set the one that lets me actually get on the Arwing. That's interesting. Maybe if I go in here. Go far enough away from the Arwing and back. It'll reload and actually let me use it. As you can tell, the game is all kinds of messed up. I wonder if any random cutscenes are going to trigger when I come over. Is the power even turned off? No, it's still on. I think. I don't see the crystals, though. But I'm not dying, so that's a good sign. Not dying tends to be a good sign. But now that I've gone in there and got this area to reload, maybe... Oh, this isn't where I want to go. Why do I always get lost in here? You know what? Close enough. Magic. I collected some. And also I can fly. Maybe now the Arwing will function. Or it won't be there at all. Oh, there it is. But it's still not letting me use it, so I guess I'm going to have to warp. This has certainly been an unorthodox way to play this game. But there we are. Somebody also pointed out that I think it's this one or this one, or both. At least in the final version, probably in this one as well. The model that they use is not actually the same as the map that's in the game. It's actually an earlier version. So that's pretty neat.
Where are you going?
What do you mean I haven't collected the SpellStone? I've got it right here. Whatever. I'm just gonna fly there anyway. Eventually I should try to actually repair the sequence and get the SpellStone correctly, especially if this doesn't do it. But this game's sequences are very complicated. There's so many different layers of scripting involved. So I don't know how easy that'll be. Boom, boom! I sure did. One thing I did discover while reverse engineering these games' scripting engine, though, is that Crystal, not Fox, is supposed to be the one who gets kidnapped in the Cloud Runner Fortress. As evidenced by the fact that the collectible staff tries to reference the Crystal player object, not the Fox player object. So, now we would go to Cape Claw again. So let's see what that looks like now. We would go into the Ocean Force Point and drop off this SpellStone. I correctly entered this area, as indicated by the chime. Wonder if the map will load. past couple times it hasn't wanted to load. Hopefully that's not indicative of a problem with the save file itself, because I can't exactly save and quit and reload, because it doesn't do anything. You can't load. But you can get lost going the wrong direction, turned around in the corner. This is back at the start, isn't it? Yeah. That was a weird noise. Usually I would just look at the map, but I do not have a map. Wait a minute. When did I get this map? Okay then. I bought it, didn't I? Now I don't have a map. I'm very smart. Yes, and this area has a few extra twists and turns. But it does exist now, so that's good. Sudden screen transition there. I guess that's meant to be a loading screen. Flies. Where did you come from? Okay, now let's see if Cape Claw has advanced to Act 2, or is still on Act 1. I don't know exactly how we'll tell. In fact, I'm not sure if it even is supposed to be Act 2 yet. That might not be... Okay, yeah. It is. We've got this guy. He seems to be faring a lot better. So in the final version, for whatever reason, this disguise has an effect on this scene, where these guys become invincible. Well, one of them does, but they also don't pay attention to you. Of course, we can't test that in this version, because the only way to test that... Oh, hey. Tricky can attack them in this version. I thought he couldn't. Good to know. So let's see, maybe... Okay. Normally you cannot kill one of those guys. Wow, he just stabbed me in the throat there, though. That's not a bug, that is programmed in. It checks if you have the disguise on, then this guy won't take damage. I have no idea why, but I guess they hadn't programmed it just yet for this scene. Fox trying to pull the staff off his back before realizing it's not there. And I don't know why. So that was pretty strange, especially for the fact that I'm in disguise. Inside this gem thug is Breakers lovely. Yep. Unlock the Farce temple or something was said there. Oh, that's a spear. I thought that was my staff. I'm like, what the heck? But it isn't. Nice. Have you ever seen the sun so rainbow cubey? I'll get another look at that. Got me a thumbnail. Oh yeah, this bridge doesn't work. Maybe now it'll work. Because the switch is turned red again. If I shoot it, the bridge will extend further. Or maybe nothing will happen. Alright then. I'll just fly. Need that. This. I wonder if it works. They must have had some trouble programming this specific sharp claw only spot, because their checks for it that activate all sorts of debug messages to tell that it's actually in the right spot. They check for that specific pad. But it seems to have worked. Tricky's just casually running around underwater, as you do. It's just the music for the Zoa Palace. Okay, that did something. I think. Shouldn't you be more concerned with drowning than eating? I guess I'm gonna go back over there and see if something actually happened. I think it was the bridge, though. Oh yeah, the waterfall stopped. So now I can actually go in here. There isn't so much current pushing me away. Oh, whirlpools. Usually there would be whirlpools in here. Here, have some food. There it is. For those who missed it, the scanning box usually has a needle sweeping around. That is in this version, but it just disappeared on me at some point. It actually, like, flew away out of the screen. Really weird. I'll take that. Well, that's actually what I'm supposed to do? Weird. This is different. Fox is just standing as if he were still on the ground. Did that actually consume the one I had? Because it looked like I was taking it out of there. Yeah. So I took it. I don't know why I'm taking it instead of putting it away, but... Question the logic of a prototype video game, I guess. Maybe I'll find out later. Maybe there's literally no reason. Just gonna... Okay, no damage at least. And I suppose this... Okay, we just have to get the two and put them here. Can I put this in? What about this? Okay, let's put the right thing. Something gonna happen? Well, the lighting changed. And is that building always right there? This part is probably the same as the final. I'll just have you stand here.
Stay.
Houston, we have a problem. Is there a different switch? Yeah, wow. Okay, that's Fox's eyes glowing in the camera when I'm using first-person view. That's pretty hilarious and pretty dumb. Yeah, but I can't get you up to it. There's something here, alright, but guess what? Yes, it is dum-de-dum.
Look at this.
I forgot. Oh, there it goes. I was gonna say they forgot to change the switch to be two-way, but it's just dumb.
Flame.
Like a better camera angle than the final two. Burn that out. Sunlight hits the crystals and magic. Thanks to the photovoltaic effect, I assume. Sunlight induces an electrical current, which completes the circuit and opens the door. Is this unloaded, or...? Okay, no, it's just... Oh, okay, just the texture is unloaded. Something sure is moving. I was gonna say, doesn't look like that. Is that sound supposed supposed to be this gate opening? Because it ain't opening. Man. Maybe there's something I need to do out here and again. Or do I just go back? Try it again. I assume that's supposed to be the sound of this gate opening, but instead of opening, it's just turning into a black void. Every time I smack it, there's a couple of messages in the console about mod this and mod that, but no idea what they're trying to say. There's some memory addresses that are mostly in context. Let's just fly over the damn gate then. I don't think that's gonna work. It's probably gonna be too soaked. I hope that sound effect goes away soon. Maybe that's just any time I hit anything. Oh god, now it's happened twice. That's good. I don't need that bomb. Tricky error too. Okay, the sound. Something changed there. Ah, quantum trees. Sometimes they exist, sometimes they don't. Oh, hey, it's this dude. This dude who doesn't exist in the final at all. No, get out of that combat mode. I want to see. Oh, there's no message on the PDA for him. Okay, Tricky, just set him on fire then. Oh, nope, he can't. See, he's not doing it. Do I have to call him first? Yeah. See, that's why I thought he couldn't, because he usually doesn't. I guess he just needs to be told. But what the hell? This doesn't seem like it's supposed to be happening. Tricky, stop, he's already dead. You don't need to keep burning his ghost. Or his shadow, or whatever the hell's going on there. Maybe that's why he didn't want to burn anything before, because it tends to have bizarre supernatural consequences. That poor bugger. Let's see, two different birds at the same time. Hey, look. It's a fox in the original package or something. What's up here? Yeah. He's just so impressed by this guy catching fire, even though it happened quite a while ago. Now, what's this about? This is, oh, I can just walk in. Okay. Weird. Normally it's a gate that I'm supposed to put a SpellStone into, but here it's, oh, there's a door. Tricky, come on. Can't just keep frying the same guy forever. He's already gone. There's nothing left to fry. We have this puzzle. But it looks like we can put these bricks on here. Which is the same as the final, but this time it doesn't cost any magic powers. What the hell? That is not what that spell is supposed to do. I'm a gigantic ghost fox. Too bad I can't do anything. It's just stuck looping. Tricky's just rolling around inside my leg. Ah, damn it. Should have saved him. So I guess I'm not going to use the disguise to pick up the box. And maybe I'll leave this guy alone because things don't seem to work very well. Speaking of things not working very well, I like how this person in chat just has no name at all and no picture. I don't know if they've done that on purpose or if something just went wrong, but that's pretty hilarious. It's just a message with no information around it. If you did that on purpose, then bravo. Okay, let's try this without using the disguise. And once again, probably got screwed up. But is it from that perspective or this perspective? Okay. 2, 1, 3, 3. What happens if I get it wrong? Aha! The punishment is a lot more severe in this version. You get stuck. And the camera goes all crazy. What is going on? The animations are just not working right around here. Now I'm stuck in the ceiling. Something tells me it is not going to finish. I'm just going higher and higher or something. Where am I? Way up here. Okay. Better not fail that, then. Again, this gigantic guy. Oh, and a jellyfish. Can't hit the jellyfish, but it can certainly get in the way of the camera, and everything went really slow there. Not even lag, but actually slow-mo, like bullet time. Usually, even when the game is lagging, the physics remain at the same speed. Unless it's the emulator, but then its frame rate dropped, so that was just bizarre. This guy is so big that I can't even see the hardcore to tell his HP. It's just too far up off the screen. Or maybe he just doesn't have one, because even when he's crouching, I can't see him. This guy's out. He's got some pretty good moves. Too bad none of them are effective. Somebody decides they don't feel like being hit. So over here we've got the portal door, which would lead to a... What? Okay. Not a very effective door. And I can just fall in the well. Little help? My name is Timmy McLeod, and I'm stuck in a well. Okay. That's Strilly. Strilly. It's strange and silly. Strilly. Yep. That's the door, alright. Yes, it certainly is a magic portal. What's this? Nothing in here. This area is shaped a little differently. Can't go up on those. So what's the whole point of this walled off section? Just to get hit by turtle guys? I understand. Otherwise, it looks about the same with these very unsafe walkways that are slippery. switches. This temple was designed thousands of years ago before safety regulations were a thing. Let's try that again. So fast. How the heck design this path anyway? What kind of medicine were they on? Yeah, if you've watched videos of Dinosaur Planet, there is quite a bit that's still left in the final game. But there's also a lot that makes you wonder why they bothered to change it. Like the entrance to... Fox, what are you doing sliding around so much? Come on. Okay, he's just walking forward on his own. I guess levitation has its risks. The entrance to Krazoa Palace is actually like a mountain, which in the final version it's called Warlock Mountain, or in the early versions it was called Warlock Mountain. In the final, it's still named that eternally. But from what you see in the video, oh, Fox just jumped for no reason. It's like just a small mountain piece before the entrance, and it's like, what was even the point of changing that? Why not just keep it that way? Or even what we saw here with, what was it, Dark Eyes Reminds, has a lot of extra content. Like, couldn't they have kept that and just reworked it into a second area that you go through, instead of being just the exact same thing twice? So, there were 4 switches there, but it seems like there's only 3. Is this a door? No, I guess not. Looks like it might be a door. This area is different. It's normally elevated. I'm not sure how you're meant to get these mushrooms. There's probably a way to get up here. You can just climb. But instead of being elevated, it's lowered, and the footprint is floating in midair. What the? This is another glitched animation, isn't it? Okay, but it did take me to the right place somehow. That was extremely strange. And there's an extra number on the debug right there. S, whatever that means. This room does look a fair bit different. This door is closed. This is activated right from the beginning. This is open. There's no water. It's just an abyss. Which you can just fall through. It's neat. I don't know if we can get back out of here now. So where is this going to take me? This is strange. I assume those aren't colored correctly. Those look like placeholder texture colors. But... that's strange. Is that a forced reset that I overlooked somehow? Or... what? Doesn't look like it was any sort of crash or anything. Does it just happen when I go there? Yeah, it does. Game 16 minutes. Very odd. Especially Especially because it says it's going to load map 63, which is not the title screen. Okay, well, don't go in that, I guess. Actually, let me look that up. Let's put a breakpoint on it. And see what's triggering it. That code there. Okay. We'll look into it later. Yeah, it is explicitly warping to the title screen. So, well, I can just override that, but I'm going to have to load. Just do nothing. Do nothing. See if 2 is enough. Ah, so that's what it's supposed to do. It's a force field barrier kind of thing. There's nothing like that in the final game, so that's interesting. I'm not sure how I missed that one. So I guess we're going this way. Something tells me the animation file for this level is corrupted. But now I'm here. That makes sense. And now I'm not. Is something going to happen? Oh, where am I? Since I'm tricky. Help. I don't plan to make a video, but I do plan to write about them on the Cutting Room Floor website. Some of it I'm going to have to figure out. So this is bizarre. I can't move. It's a bit... I can levitate, but I can't move, and also invisible. I don't think I want to take this one. That door is just having a bad time. I'm not sure why it put me up here. This is where you're supposed to be on your phone. I think it's been done everything. Part of the idea with these streams is to see what's different, and then I can go back and examine them. Fox, come on, cut that out. Go back and examine what's different in the code as well. Try to find anything interesting that I might have missed while playing. Okay, so I'm here again. Is it going to work me up there again? No, but there's... Uh-huh. This makes all kinds of sense. Huh, killed the bad guy for me. Fart joke. Yeah, that looks right. I think I can see what to do here. I wonder if that fire is supposed to be in that hole. do something weird. Where's Tricky anyway? Ah. Touching that hole opens this door, because of course. And we have this puzzle again, except it looks a bit different. There's no floating heads. I guess they weren't ever actually floating. Fox, what are you doing up there? Just sticking your head through the wall? Just makes sense. Now I'm stuck in this camper mode. I can't look around. There we go. So, am I still supposed to shoot these things even though there's no... Oh, they are there. Okay. That door is just half the time of its life. I know previously I said it was a bad time, but hey, different strokes for different doors. Are these guys supposed to pour water or something? Because they ain't doing that. They're just knocking themselves backward. Maybe they're supposed to be interrupting something that's preventing water from flowing? I don't know. The door just opens anyway. Maybe the puzzles weren't actually finished being programmed, so they just aren't there. Just go on ahead to the next. See, with this one, it seems to be not there at all. I'm supposed to push the box around, but where's the box? How am I supposed to push a box around if there's no box? There's also... Oh! There's a magic force field, I guess. To keep me from running in there. There's also no way to go up. Yeah, okay. Eat that crystal. Nom nom. You can't even collect it. There's no way to climb up the wall to get to the magic plant that also isn't there. Here, which looks it's definitely different, but vaguely similar to the final. There would be heads up there and color-coded spouts, but there's not even a spout or any fire for it to pour onto. It's just a big empty room. And then we come back here, we've gone full circle. Wait, no, this is different again. The S number is changing, that's probably important. Look into what is actually behind that number. It means something. This is similar to the final, except there's not a wall. I can't push that there. I don't know exactly what that switch did, but... As a little kid, I always had to just figure out what every switch does. I see a switch, I'm gonna press it. I don't know what it does, but I'm gonna press it and find it. So that naturally translated very well to this game. And also this is back where I started. I just didn't see that cube there. And actually, wasn't there no water in here before? Or is this a different one? I'm confused. This is the one that didn't have any water in it. Doesn't seem like I can do much here, though. Is there supposed to be water? Or is there another way over there? Definitely can't jump that. I mean, I can that way, but that's cheating. That's the thing about prototypes. You never know if you're missing something or if something's just missing. This door. What's up? Let's look around up here. I can't go there. There's definitely supposed to be an object here. Maximum warp. Here. Oh, this has been turned off, or am I just on the other side of it? Yeah, because the rocket booster is down there. So I can do absolutely nothing here. Is this supposed to open at some point? It looks like there's stuff behind it. Here's a random warp on the floor. Let's try it. Aw, it just warped me into the floor. Stupid Philadelphia experiment. Now what? Now I'm just under the floor. And invisible. And unable to move. And falling through the floors. This is a very strange place. At this rate, I may not be able to finish it, because things are not quite working. Where was that other door that I just randomly took me to? Was it up here? Yes. This is supposed to be from the dungeon, I think. The final version, you would have solved some puzzles and then come up here. Would have activated the rocket booster there. Is that another random warp? Let's just see. There's a booster on each side. Can't remember which ones I've already tried, so let's go here. Oh, neat. Guess I'm not going there. Oh, I can't use this one. No, it says I can. That's not the right spin at all. Now I can. I have to line myself up just right. But I still can't go there. But in the final version, you would go up there eventually. Well, this is interesting. It's trying to add another command to Tricky's menu, but it can't because it's full. So it says I need to increase max command on the source, which I do not have, unfortunately. I would absolutely love to have this game source code, but I don't have it. And probably never will. But yeah, at some point we would activate the rocket booster, then we'll go up there. Let's just fly around then, because things are clearly not working correctly. Hey, but I can actually get up here. Final, I've had trouble actually reaching this platform. It doesn't seem to work correctly. Too bad there's nothing up here. Normally there's fuel cells. Not that they're much use, considering that you can't actually get enough of them, and you don't need them anyway. What's over this way? Back here. Oh, I see. I'll just go closer. Do I have a map? Move it, Joda, then. Push that switch already. It says Tricky's here, but I mean he's on the HUD, but where the heck he is? Come on, because one of those switches turned off that random fire coming out of nowhere. I don't know if Tricky is supposed to breathe fire into here or it's not lighting up. Interesting hitbox then. I don't think this is a pushable cube. I think it's where the switch is supposed to go. But it's not there. That would be the switch to activate the rotating torches puzzle, which is also not there. Go through that, but it's just here. This doesn't look like it's lined up correctly at all. But does it work? Let's see what happens. Nothing happens. Pressing A and it's not working. Alright. What's up here? Pretty much looked around everything here. These rings are just normal at all. They don't exist in the final game. Like I'm supposed to be getting hurt just by being in here. Just judging by the fact that it doesn't let me in. Ultimately, I would end up taking this warp, so let's try taking it again. Wait a minute. There's a C icon. Did it just take the SpellStone? It did. Okay. And now there's an A icon. Now I can warp. Will it do anything? Perhaps not. Oh. Hey, wait a minute. Go back, go back. There's a switch over here. Float from midair. What that does. Did it activate the puzzle in the other room that was supposed to have a switch attached to it? This is the other one. I think. Oh, got a new scene. Fox is getting thrown around all over the place. And now he's up here. And I can't change the camera. Definitely going to have to examine this area's animation file and see what the heck is going on. Because it's definitely corrupted or missing or something. This is the room I was looking for, and no, it did not activate that. Because I suspect there's nothing there to activate. Wait, no, it looks like the mysterious switch has disappeared. Or I'm in the wrong room again. Oh, hey, wait a minute. This seems like... Isn't that where the bridge is supposed to be? Leading over there? You put the SpellStone in it. Now I can go up here without getting kicked off. I wonder if those rings are supposed to carry you around. Or if you're just supposed to use this. There's still rings there. I guess I'm supposed to solve this puzzle to remove those rings, but the puzzle is kind of non-existent. Because there's a switch hidden in here. What the heck hit me? Fox, why do you insist on falling off all the time? these are definitely placeholder textures. And yeah, the bridge would have opened and I would have gone over here and the warp would have triggered. None of that is happening. And I don't know if... let's go back. Let's just go back further, but... no, it seems like I did something that was supposed to make this bridge appear, but instead made it disappear. Or something. I have no idea. That block has to be left up here before you go there. Ordinarily, this would make the switch. I mean, the bridge would appear, and come over here, put the SpellStone on it. Which was it? Right. That didn't work. Let's see if those random warps are still present over here. There's one. I think it was the... does it do something useful now? Out of bounds to see the SpellStone. Where? Like, I can get out of bounds here. Where exactly should I be looking? Here. It's still a wall. So I can't go very far. See the door float around. Hey, there's something way up there. It's fire. They don't have a full-blown free move hack here. They only have the levitation. I could make it, but it's not work. I don't know as much about this version of the program. It's a little difficult. But I can certainly get out of bounds in various spots. Even up here is out of bounds. Does this fire actually hurt? Hey, it's Firefox. It's actually in it. Look around up here. See a magic doorway. It's very confused by its own existence. Oh, there's a thingy over there. Let's go investigate. Oh, it's just part of that problem. Now I'm stuck. But I can look around some more. Is there another warp over here? There's a need over here. Doesn't do anything. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is the first part of the dungeon. I see. So it actually just took me down. Didn't work to another map at all. What happens if I jump back in? Maybe something will change. Ow. Still not good. Police warp there. Still there we go. Just takes me here. If this is supposed to be something, I guess it's just decorative. I wonder if I haven't actually solved this puzzle. Since I don't think I hit all the switches times. This is the first one, so you just have to hit them all. They don't have to be in a certain order or anything. There's no timing constraint. Other than you have to hit the set, which is easier said than done still. Especially when you suck at aiming. I assumed that it was just not going to do anything because the door was open, but maybe. Let's do this the easier way. There, that's all. And nothing happened, as far as I can tell. But maybe something happened. The switches did reset. That door is... It's turned now. That's interesting. Did the box appear for this puzzle? No. This puzzle still doesn't exist either. That works out of place here. Let's go up here. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, I already worked around here. One more thing that's worth trying, though, is since the force field thing blocks an area that normally would shoot fireballs, what if I shoot fireballs? You can give me magic there. Seems like a hint that you're supposed to use magic there. Well, it makes a cool light effect, but it doesn't seem like it does anything useful. I do wonder if it's supposed to guide the fireball around here or something. Let's see that. It's just that thing again. What's up here? Stop that. Is there something up here? Nothing in this box. Just the usual. I think Tricky is supposed to spit fire into here, but he's not around to do it, so... Flash him. Maybe it's just supposed to be water. Here. Let's go here. I'm stuck inside something. What the heck? Well, I'm activating a bunch of triggers and that warp is activated. Oh, and the bridge too. So maybe if I can get myself unstuck and actually use this warp, maybe something happens instead of just me vanishing. Probably not. Yeah, not much happened. That random switch in the air is back. Clearly an animation is supposed to play here, but it doesn't. Still wonder what this switch is actually doing. Try flipping it and I don't think anything's going to happen. It's just going to keep resetting me back. whatever reason, the draw distances on these switches set really low. See, I keep thinking this place is a square, but I guess it's not. Looks like activating that switch might have removed... Oh, no, it's still here. And yeah, it's trying to do something involving Tricky's commands.
Stay.
Go here. That doesn't do anything good. So, I'm actually still slowly descending. Now it wants to take me to another map. So, one last thing to do before I quit for today. Let's throw these. What map was it though? Can't see. Oh, let's just see what map that is that it was referring to. Uh-huh. I don't think that's correct, but okay. See, 14 and 20. No, this is nowhere. What does it say it is? Nowhere.
Keep going, Fox. You're doing good.
Are you sure about
Let
that?
me out.
But yeah, that's just empty, and so is the other one. Old city that's open. So, what I'll need to do is examine the warp objects in this map and see where they're supposed to be taking me. Now I'm not going to do that. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to teleport the like button through the floor, and erase the subscribe button completely, and have the bell just kind of randomly fly up into the ceiling and teleport back over and over again. And Happy New Year!